We are now on page 7 of our working file, the subject of import. Why do we import rather than open a file? Well, basically, we want to bring in as it some form of design or some form of image into our existing document. Whereas if we were to open, of course, it would open up in its own document. So how do you import? Well, again, work with a keyboard shortcut control on how to file and choose import. Or, as I mostly do, I work with the icons, so I am going to choose import. Now here in import, remember that you can adjust the display of the files you're looking at again within your Windows browser, and the things I want you to see here is that I've added a couple more files, and that I can actually choose from many different file types. They are right now on with the CDR files, as you can see there, but you'll notice here that there are lots of file formats you can actually import. Now, if you're in an earlier version of CorelDRAW, you will probably find a drop-down list here of all the types of files that you can import. There are so many different types, and I want you to just see as you arrow down, there are many more that you can see right down there. You can import Photoshop files, Adobe Illustrator files, PDF files, just so many different types. Most likely the one you are after will be there, but for right now, I'm actually working with, of course, CDR files. Well, I'm going to simply choose this one here and choose Import. When you do this, you'll see the display of a left-handed cursor. Underneath, you can see the name of the file, Eagle 5, the size. You can see the next 3 lines tell you how to bring in this image. I can click and drag, press Enter to center my page, or use the spacebar to place it based on its original position. In other words, let's say this eagle setting the top left-hand corner of an A4 page. If I hit the spacebar, it will position itself in this document in that top left-hand corner where an A4 page would be. Well, right now, I am simply going to enter on my keyboard and watch what happens. Hit Enter, and it perfectly centers on my page. Okay, delete. This time, I will bring in 2 images. I will select that one. Finger on Control allows you to multiply select, see how they will become highlighted, or deselect. So I am just going to bring in these 2, click Import. Now this time I'm going to click, and where I click represents the top left-hand corner of the image. So, click, that was the top left-hand corner, and over here I will click again. Click, and you see that was the top left-hand corner right there. Now finally, let us quickly show you. You have to select all of the eagles that we have here, holding finger on Control. Now remember the name of the actual files. I have named them conveniently to demonstrate this double coming in the alphabetical order of the name. Remember that. So we should expect to see Eagle 1, then 2, and so on. So import. This time I am going to click and drag, so I have control of this size. Now we can see that they were bringing in Eagle 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, so you can see the advantage of using the click and drag method. So I would like for you now to go ahead and import these files a couple of different ways. Try to spacebar, try the Enter, and click, and drag and click method. Try multiple selections and so forth, just so you get used to using import.